Hey everyone, so today we're going to be putting this K&N air filter in place of this one that I already took out. And I like K&N to start with, so that's why I bought this one. But I also bought it because this one got really dirty and there's a lot of bugs in it. So we're going to get rid of this crappy air filter that came with the car. And we're going to be putting in the K&N filter with a high flow. But also, I was thinking about it, and I don't know why I didn't just buy a direct air intake or something like that, which might be an upgrade that we do next or in the soon in the future. But for the moment, we're just going to be putting this high flow air intake in it, and I'll pick up the old one again. You can see the difference in how much there is too. Like this one's way skinnier and this one's really ugly and fat. Plus this one has, you can see through it, and this one you really can't. And this one catches more, and it's really durable, I should say. And if this ever goes bad, you can either always wash these because they're always held in, so they're not really going to go bad by you washing them. And if they actually go out completely, usually they'll give you a free one if you can prove that it just went out by being in your car. Just don't cut it up or anything, because then you're going to void it for sure. But here's the air intake, and you can see all the stuff down in there. We're just going to wipe off above it. Everything down there, it's just going to fill up with some dirt again, but we'll blow it out. And then kind of took out a little bit of that dirt. But right there's where the air comes in, and it goes all the way down, which I was looking at. Here it is. But hold on, let's fix that. It's better. Now it's a little bit more secure in there. But I'll look down, and it comes down from right here behind the front bumper is where it actually sucks the air from. So I like that fact that it's not sucking from up high up here. But in the future, I want to put a cold air intake in here, and I'll probably just keep the same tubing to come up into this area for where it draws air from. But to put the new one in, it just slips in here like the old one, just sits down on top, and you just make sure it's in its grooves. And then we take the top and we put the little K&N sticker on it just for fun. And we're just going to slide this back underneath here. And this one's not fun taking off or putting back on, so we're going to try to maneuver this back into place. Hopefully it works, because if it don't, then I don't know what to do. Just kidding, I'll get it sooner or later if it doesn't immediately. There's just so many hoses in cars like these, so you just have to work your way around them and make sure you don't damage anything. So we're gonna move that hose out of the way. I think it's almost down in there. Yeah. And there's some grooves in the very back that hold the back of this on. So I'm gonna have to make sure that fits in there. Which I do not like doing this, because you really can't see nothing. I don't know how to pick that up. If anybody ever becomes a car manufacturer model, well, I guess works at a car manufacturer, and you help design cars and you make a car this horrible to put together, or make the air filter this hard to get back together, then yeah, you don't deserve to be a car man and work at a car manufacturer, because this thing's terrible. Getting this back together is hard. All it has is just 3 little pieces that need to snap into place. These right here. But it's really hard to get them back because of all this tubing and everything. All these lines in the way. Going to be using a little socket extension. Trying to push these down a little bit. gonna be a whole lot of fun. I'm gonna try to take this off. Never mind, it's not coming off. Probably need a little mini screwdriver, which I don't have out here right now. Lift this up again. Alright, I'm gonna try to get this back on. We'll turn the camera back on when I get it in. So I got all the pieces in, and now we're just gonna put this case back on right here and snap that sensor on there. So this is on. We have our holes lined up for our screws. Just gonna make sure everything's secure. And as you can see, we have those holes in. Now I put this hole off to the back to be able to get it in, but we don't want that hose in there. It was just a holder, so we're gonna pull that hose and let it sit back down in here where it was. And we're gonna kind of try to get it and here again. I don't know why they made this hose so long, but it is. So there it goes, back in the spot where it came from. Making sure nothing can cut at the moment, because there's a sharp piece of metal right there, so we'll leave. We're going to actually try to pull it out a little bit more. It was actually originally sitting up on top of my engine, so we're going to put it right back where it came from, like right there, like that, right around it. So that'll work. Now we're going to get our tools and we're going to put in these screws again. Neither of the screws were the same, so I think they're like somebody just finding parts to use. So one's got a star and the other one has a, what size was that? No, it was 3/8, that's right. Had a 3/8 head on it. And we'll just drop this screw down the hole. This is one thing that sucks about having big hands. It's hard to get down the tiny things. So that's in. And now we'll switch heads and put the other one in. And there's supposed to be 3 bolts on this, but there's a 3rd one missing. So in the future, I'll probably go buy a 3rd bolt and put it in. They're plastic, so you don't want to over tighten, but just tighten enough. And then we have this last one right here on the band, tying it back down to the air filter box. And that one's a 5/16, so we get our 5/16. Make sure it's all the way up against it. And we're going to crank it down. And again, this is plastic, so don't over time, but this is rubber, so we want a nice firm seal. And that air filter is now in there. And that's all to it. And hopefully this air filter is a little bit better and does a better job. So now we're just gonna put beauty pieces back on. So this slides in behind here, locks down on this, and you gotta make sure everything's clear. It was hitting a little hose back here, so I pulled it back. But you just wanna make sure it's not hitting anything. Locked in behind there. And it's still hidden. Only thing that sucks about having a lot of car covers, like interior covers, over your engine bay, this back behind that. And there should be one bolt. Yeah, it's locked in now to hold it down. Next we take off our oil cap, which I wish it wasn't like this, but it is. The oil case comes off like that. You can see she's still a little hot, but that's the only thing that's holding this on for some reason. And I don't like the fact. I wish they made it where the oil cap could just stay on. We need to take off the beauty piece because see, nothing else holds it. I wish they had like a little screw or something here, which actually there is. It just doesn't do a good job. It was like a little nut, but that's mainly all that holds it, just like that. So it's done. Filter's in there. And about 15 minutes to replace something that should only take about 5 due to the fact that I couldn't get those pieces to lock in right. I wish they had designed that a little bit better than that. I like having a new filter. I like having a reliable filter. And I like getting that piece of junk filter out of it. And I got a sticker on it, and I got a sticker on my back windshield just for the fun of it. It says K&N, and hopefully people start sending me more stickers with all the parts that I buy, because I buy a lot of racing parts. I buy a lot of parts, and I got a lot more parts coming this month. Tons of parts coming this month, actually. Hopefully they all come in at the same time, because if so, I'm gonna put them all on in one weekend, because everything affects alignment and ride height and stuff like that. And basically a lot of stuff that once I get it all put in, it'll have to be recalibrated. I'll have to get alignment, probably balancing on everything. So hopefully I can get that all in one weekend, so I only have to align it and get it balanced once and make sure everything's running smoothly. So be sure to subscribe so that you can see me put all those parts on, and so you can see what she looks like when I finally get done with this build, which hopefully it doesn't cost me more than $100,000, which is a joke, because if I had $100,000 I'd be putting a Ferrari engine underneath this hood. But thanks for watching. Please subscribe and watch more.